everyone, I'm back with yet another incredible episode of News18 Showsha Social Squad. Today we have with us the woman of the moment. She has not just entertained her audiences with hilarious content on YouTube, but has also impressed them with some great acting skills in one of the biggest movies of the year. Even though she's the mostly sane on YouTube, we hope that this episode gets as insane as it could get. So here's welcoming Prajakta Koli to News18 Social Squad. Thank you so much, Prajakta, for coming on Social Squad. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm very, very good and very excited. This is the first thing I'm doing in the day.
Wow.
And it started rather late, so I'm very happy.
Okay.
As in late, as in like it was later in the day.
True. So Prajakta, you're a huge sensation on social media, YouTube, with your MostlySane channel, with over 12 million plus subscribers and followers. Is it true that at one point of time it was a little difficult for your parents or your family to describe what you were doing exactly?
More than difficult, it was confusing because honestly, अगर 6 साल पहले बोलो कि बेटी के इंटरनेट पे वीडियो आते हैं तो फिर ऐसा होता था कि क्या करती है आपकी बेटी exactly. But luckily for my parents, no, they are very, very social and they have lots and lots of groups that they are part of, and they have a different group in the apartment building that we're in. उनके college का group अलग है, school friends are all together. So what they had started doing was they had started spamming everyone with every video that used to come out. कि प्राजक्ता का नया video आया प्राजक्ता. So that conversation kind of died out where it wasn't anymore कि मतलब क्या करती है आपकी बेटी. But बहुत कम समय के लिए I think the conversation, or like what does she do, how to explain it was there. But because eventually even if we didn't have as many creators, we had a lot of consumers of
True.
YouTube at that time. So people knew what is going on.
Great. But when you started off, YouTube wasn't such a thing that the way it is right now. Were you at any point confident, or were you always anticipating that you'll be a star one day?
No. Also, I feel like when it is YouTube, it's very different with the kind of reach and engagement and the recognition that you get on YouTube. It's very different. Like I remember trying to get myself to understand that. I was sitting at a Starbucks many years ago, I think a year into my channel, getting kind of known by more people than just my friends and family. So us time pe, I remember a few viewers of mine coming up to me and talking to me, and it was a conversation. Like it wasn't ki, hi, I'm a huge fan, okay, bye. It was like, hey, okay, oh, so what are you drinking? Oh, you live around here, that's so cool, what's cool? And I enjoyed having that conversation. So I realized ki the whole sense of when you do get kind of recognition on online platforms is very different from what I had imagined it to be. Because if I meet someone I'm a huge fan of, मेरे मुँह से बात नहीं निकलेगी. Like I'll just be like, hi, okay, and then I'll take a picture and I'll go. I'll not be able to speak. But the fact that the whole conversation used to, and it is my favorite part of meeting my viewers, happens is also that it puts you in a place which is more relatable. It puts you to your audience. It puts you in a place where I feel like it's a far closer connection.
That's nice. Was there ever a time when you were like, probably this is not what I want to do, or you had a low phase? How did you navigate through those moments?
I had the biggest content block I'd ever felt till then, I think in the second half of 2017. Because us time tak to I was flying high. Like, I mean, for a lack of a better way of putting it, at that time, now that I see how my videos were working, every topic I was touching was gold for me because it did so well and my channel was on a high and I was adding numbers and views and it was crazy. Till I suddenly realized that, oh, now it's not, like there's no rhyme or rhythm to it, there's no reason for it. Lekin achanak se band ho gaye the videos chalne. Maybe it was monotony, maybe because I couldn't innovate anything more than what I was doing week after week then. So I remember feeling more than कि मुझे ये नहीं करना है, I felt like मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा because I used to be a radio jockey and I quit that, I mean a radio intern, and I quit that to become a YouTuber. And I learned everything about YouTube from scratch, from my audience, from my own mistakes, from my team, everything from scratch. So when all of that kind of knowledge stopped making sense to me, I was like, ये नहीं हो पाएगा मेरे से. But luckily for me, I am a little bit of a freak when it comes to having having a cycle. Like if I'm in a phase of creating or if I'm in a phase of staying on scared, then no matter what happens, I'll put out horrible content, but I'll keep putting content out. And that kind of helped me stay in the game, because very quickly I realized that it's not a linear path. Like it has its ups and downs, and the quicker you kind of get okay with it, the easier it is to be a creator. So that happened to me in 2017. I'm very glad it did, because that gave me fresher perspective, that kind of forced me to get out of my zone and try new things. And ever since then, now content blogs are very regular. Like, it keeps happening more and more often.
Great. But I have to give it to you. Some of your videos are so good, Prajakta.
I like that you said some.
No.
No, because then that means you're honest, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Because there are so many videos of mine that are not.
But the acting part in each of the video is commendable. Are you a trained actor?
I've always loved acting. I have loved acting. I always knew I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to be in front of the camera, always, ever since I was a child. But I didn't know how to do it till I went to college. And I remember it was my first day of junior college. I went to Kirkar College in Mulund. I remember my day one, I was in class. I was in first year junior college. My classroom was, I think, 312 on the second floor. I can see it. And I was sitting in class when the theatre group in college was called VT. Tab ke theatre group seniors kind of came to our class and said that we have auditions happening for one-act plays that VT is going to do this year. So if any of you all want to come for auditions, you should come. And they said there's Hindi play and Marathi play. So I went, and my motivation to give that audition was very different. There was a very cute boy I saw there. And I was like, he's sitting in that group. I should go and audition for that group. And I did that audition, and they were like, okay, come tomorrow. I remember Akash Raut, who was my first director ever. He was a college senior. I learned a lot from him. Like, he taught me everything from how to stand on stage. Like, I remember my first few, like once I got through to it, my first play was called Paus Pakshi. It was a one-act play. It was a love story written by Shirish Latkar. And I used to go for rehearsals, and I used to see बाकी सबको लाइनें याद करने को बोल रहा है, बाकी सबको इधर आके बोलो, उधर आके बोलो. He used to only make me stand on stage, because he told me that you don't know how to stand on stage. So the first, I think, a good week, I have only stood. He's like, okay, now walk.
Oh.
Like all of that. So he trained me from that, and I'll always be very, very grateful. So I did college theatre for a couple of years, and then there was this theatre director and actor, Shekhar Fadke, who had come to our college, and he asked me to audition for a commercial Marathi play that he was casting for. So I did about like 200 commercial shows, and then it was my last year of college. And 11th, 12th, first year, second year, koi kuch academically there was nothing, because if you're in the theatre group, I used to be at rehearsals in college for 12 hours.
True.
As soon as I used to reach college, I used to go for rehearsals, and I used to leave when everything is shut. So I used to get by without attending a lot of lectures, but in the last year I had to attend. So that's how theatre kind of phased out from my life. And then the plan was always to be a radio jockey. So then right after college I started working in radio. But I think that is where a lot of my experience and learnings for acting came in. That's where I actually fell in love with it.
Great. When you were doing everything all by yourself, was it at any point, daunting for you? Because as far as I know, or our research says, none of your family members had the slightest of idea of what your career was, like you said. And even to support you or help you in any technical matters, you were all by yourself. So how was that at that time?
That's not actually 100% true. I'll tell you how. So when I told my parents that I want to do this, they were like, sure, okay, you should do it. And they've supported me since day one with every single thing. Baba lent me his camera to start shooting. He used to shoot so many of my videos. He still does. If I'm shooting at home, I'll be like, Bob, you come home. I need you to shoot for me. He still shoots all my videos. Ma still shoots so many of my videos, my pictures. If I don't have my team helping me and Mama and Baba are free, Vishank, who's my boyfriend, who also I have trained for pictures and videos as per convenience. He helps me. So even when it comes to technical, I remember Baba buying me my laptop because I needed to edit and I couldn't edit on the laptop that I had borrowed from him. So a lot of help actually came from my family, because although I have been on YouTube with One Digital since day one, I remember because I was so new to this and I didn't know how to work with a team, the first, I think, a good year and a half, I was very stubborn. That I was like, nahi, मैं लिखूंगी, मैं shoot करूंगी, मैं ही edit करूंगी. No, I don't want. How I'll tell? How the editor will know what I was thinking when I was shooting? Because when you're editing your own videos, while shooting also, you will talk to yourself. कि अच्छा प्राजक्ता यहाँ पे cut करके यहाँ cut कर देना. And then I forgot to shoot that one clip before. So I was like, how that editor will understand? So I used to like having control. Also, I didn't have anything else to do. This was my full-time job. So it's not like, okay, maybe if I get some help, I'll be able to focus on something else. This was the only thing. My life revolved around making YouTube videos. So I had help. I actually had a lot of help.
That is really nice. Which has been the most fun collaboration with celebrity on MostlySane?
You know, they've all been so nice, but the most special one will always be the one I shot with Hrithik, because in a parallel universe, I married him when Kaho Na Pyare came out.
So we all have to ask this. You were recently part of JugJugg Jeeyo, a KJ movie. You know, what was your reaction when you landed the role?
So the lockdown had just kind of started opening up around July, August. The first lockdown. And I was driving to work. And I was on JVLR, which happens to always have a lot of significance in my life. All emotions always happen on JVLR. Either it's my frustration with traffic, or it's me vibing because, oh, aaj khali hai, or one day I got a call. So that's where I was driving, and I got a call from Panchami, who's my casting director for Mismatched and for JugJugg. And she's like, P, there's this one request that's come in for you, and I'm going to send you a script. If you can just record an audition and send. It's a Dharma movie. It's directed by Raj Mehta, and it has Varun Dhawan, Kiara, it has Anil Kapoor and Neetu Singh. And I was just like, okay. So she was like, okay, so I'm going to send you the audition. Just send it to me by today. I said, done. I didn't call anyone, nothing. I reached office, Sudeep was there. Sudeep and Gurpreet were there. We were in Gurpreet's room. I said, okay, so here's a script that's come for an audition. And Sudeep, they looked at me, they're like, Dharma? I said, yeah, but it's a script. It's an audition script. Let's shoot the audition, send it, we'll see what happens. So we shot the audition, sent it. Then next day she called me, she's like, can you send me one more scene? I said, yeah. So she sent one more scene and I recorded it, sent it. Then she called me, she's like, can you come and meet Raj in the Dharma office? I said, sure. So I went and I met Raj, everything happened. Like, itni baat ho gayi ki dates discuss hone lag gaye. What are you doing during this time, this time? Then I said, nothing, I'm not doing anything. Okay, then we left. Then we were leaving the Dharma office, I asked Panch, I said, Panch, when I'll know if I got the film or not? And she's like, you got the film, that is why the meeting happened. I said, okay. Then I went down and I called my parents. Wow. I said, so for the past 1 month, I was auditioning for so, not 1 month, I think 2 weeks. So I was auditioning for so and so, this is a film, and I'm doing it. And my mom was like, what? Because we are all Karan Johar fans, right? I mean, Coffee with Karan is the jam growing up for us. I remember Ma Baba and I used to sit down, we used to come on Star World and watch it on TV, and we've loved all his movies. I'm a huge Dharma fan. And so they were just very like, oh, okay, all right, come home, then we'll talk. So we went home, and the whole time they didn't say anything. They were just looking at me and smiling when I told them, this is what is happening, so and so and so. So I kept telling myself, abhi to hui hai na sign, abhi to baat hui hai na, agreement sign ho jane do, then I'll freak out. Agreement sign ho gaya. I was like, chalo shoot to shuru hone do. Because I was nervous, then the shoot started, karte we shot all through 2021, here, there, the second lockdown happened, all of that happened. We were finishing shoot till like Jan of 2022, like pictures and all. I was like, let it all finish, then I'll freak out. Then it finished. I was like, why freak out now? Let it release. put it in the back of your head. Then I waited for it to release, and now that it's released and it's done well and people like it, I'm not able to process it. Like, I don't know how I feel about it yet.
So, has there been any more offers, or will this YouTube creation take a backseat if acting takes a front seat?
I don't think I can stop creation, honestly. Like, for 7 years, I made a comedy video every single week till Jan this year, where what happened during the second wave of, like, the second lockdown was that when I suddenly got so much more time, I started writing again after a really long time. Like, I spent hours and hours just writing, jotting down ideas, writing scripts, making concept notes. I was actually also Googling, because I'm horrible at PPTs, I can't do that, because eventually when you're pitching it to brands and stuff, you need PPTs.
True.
I was actually taking tutorials for PPTs, and Sudeep told me, it's fine, you can send me the content, I can get it made. And I was like, okay, so PPT I don't need to make. But I spent a lot of time, and then I realized that as much as I love making sketches, I want to also do long form. Like, I want to take one step ahead, and I want to kind of do episodic content. I want to produce on a slightly larger scale. I want to collaborate with more people. Like, I don't want to direct my videos. I want to get someone who's good at direction to direct it and kind of take it up a notch a little bit. So I took a break, and there were breaks that happened because I was shooting, and now again we have a week that's easy, so we've started working on the pre-production again. So I don't think creation can ever take a backseat, because it's like cutting the golden goose,
True.
I understand that every opportunity that I get stems from my YouTube channel and my presence online. That's what has given me the reach to a lot of places where I wouldn't have organically reached by myself. So I don't think I can ever stop making videos. But having said that, I'm trying to find a way where I can balance doing both, which is not as difficult as I thought it would be. It's easier if you kind of just have a clear idea of which direction you're going in. So we have a couple of things lined up for the rest of the year, early next year, which is quite fun. And we have 2 shows in place that are very, very close to my heart, that have gone into writing.
Wow.
So should be fun.
I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot of you in the coming years. But that brings us to the end of the questions and the interview. And let's move on to the game segment.
Let's do the games.
Okay, that we are set now. So that was a fun interview round, Prajakta. Thank you so much for that.
Thank
now
you.
we move on to the game segment, okay? So we have 2 games planned for you. Okay. The first one is Guess the Dish.
Guess the dish.
Okay, so with this, we need to blindfold you. And there'll be 3 dishes or, anything to eat, drink, kept in front of you.
I have to guess what it is.
Yes, you can eat one, you can drink one, and you can feel one.
So I have to eat and guess, then I have to drink and guess, and I have to touch and guess.
Feel. Yes. So that's the first game.
Okay, got it.
Cool. We'll move on to that then. So, Prajakta, please blindfold yourself.
Okay. A lot of trust I'm showing, Nishad, in you. Okay.
Can't see me?
I cannot.
What am I doing?
I'm going to guess and say that you're not doing anything, and you're just asking me that so that...
Okay. So, Prajakta, there are 3 things right in front of you. If you extend your arms a little, yes. Okay, that's for the one to feel. That's the one to touch and eat. This is for drink.
Okay.
Okay, so there are 3 items.
Okay.
So, where do you want to start with?
I'll start with this.
Okay, all right.
What is this? Kheera?
Yes.
Why is this so simple?
So, okay, next. This is a liquid thing. So, I would suggest you can dip your finger and you can taste it a little.
It's Shezwan chutney.
It's not Shezwan chutney.
Some chutney to it is, no?
Chutney to it is. I can give you that.
Is it like the salt? Khajur ka chutney?
नहीं. Taste ही कर लो.
ऐसे ही?
हाँ.
Pani puri ka pani this is?
Yes. Okay, there's one glass on the right. Yes, that's a glass.
Orange juice.
No.
What is this? Very familiar. 1 second.
This is something that we've been drinking since childhood.
Hey, it's fruity.
Yes.
Ah, I was like, why can't I say this? I know what it is.
Great. You can open your blind.
Okay.
So it was Kira.
Why only this you've given me? Give me the rest of it also, no?
But yes, next time for sure.
Okay.
Okay, now it's my turn.
So now you blindfold yourself.
Yes, I'm trusting. I don't know.
Your team only.
I have no idea what they've planned for me.
I'm going to finish this. I like it.
Okay. I'm set.
So this is what you have to drink
Which is on my right.
on your this. This is what you have to drink.
Okay.
This is
Sorry.
what you have to feel.
Feel, is
Yeah.
it? This is the glass.
So rules can change and this is what you have to eat.
Okay. ठीक है. So I'll start with my
Yeah.
this thing.
You can start with drinking.
It smells very funny.
It's a very fun drink.
Is it like fruit punch or something?
I don't know, it can be anything.
This is yogurt. Am I right?
Yeah. It
Okay.
is, no? Yeah, it's yogurt and granola, yeah.
Okay.
This you have to feel.
This one is it?
Yeah.
It's cold.
It's gold?
It's cold.
Cold.
Thanda hai. Is it water?
Yeah. Just for fun's sake, we should have put vodka in there.
Oh Lord. Okay, the next one is over here, right?
Heat, yeah.
My favorite.
Nachos. But you know, when you have a blindfold on, suddenly you just don't trust anything,
it's
no?
creepy. Yeah, what I'm touching.
Like
Ye to bahut
fruity.
डरावना
Like
था.
I know the smell, but unless I see the color, you can't tell it's fruity in your
That's
mind.
true.
Association.
That's true. So that brings us to the end of the first game, Prajakta. That was fun. I hope it was fun for you
It
as
was
well.
fun. I got
Uh,
fruity.
The next game is where we have 5 dialogues each. Okay? But the only catch is both of us will have to speak in a helium voice. We
Oh,
have
love.
helium
I
balloons
love
ready.
doing this.
Okay? And the whole goal is that to crack the opposition.
I'm
You're not supposed to laugh.
I'm not supposed to laugh.
And
okay,
I'm not
got
supposed to laugh.
it.
So whoever
Got
laughs loses.
it. Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
Cool. We move on to the next game then.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is the second game, Prajakta. We have our helium balloons. Okay? The idea is that we have 5 dialogues each. Okay? You're not supposed to laugh on my
Yeah,
dialogue.
okay.
Okay?
And you're not supposed to laugh on mine.
Yes.
Got
and
it.
we'll go alternate. Okay? I'll start.
You start.
Okay?
बड़े बड़े देशों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती है सेनोरिटा. Your turn.
चंदू के चाचा ने चंदू की चाची को चांदनी रात में चांदी के चम्मच से चटनी चटाई.
Okay. My
I
turn.
think he laughed in the beginning, so I think I get 1 point.
Okay, I'll give you that. I did.
हार कर जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं.
मोगैम्बो खुश हुआ.
तारीख पे तारीख, तारीख पे तारीख, तारीख पे तारीख मिलती गई माय लॉर्ड, पर इंसाफ नहीं मिली.
आज मेरे पास बिल्डिंग है, प्रॉपर्टी है, बैंक बैलेंस है, बंगला है, गाड़ी है. तुम्हारे पास क्या है?
मेरे पास माँ है.
I did not. Is that your line? I thought you said something else.
मेरे करण अर्जुन आएंगे.
Okay. This is my last line.
तुसी जा रहे हो?
You sound like a robot.
मैं अपनी फेवरेट हूँ.
Okay, that was fun. That was
That's
fun.
like an Instagram filter. This is not going. Yeah, it was fun.
Great. Thank you so much for that, Prajakta. With that, we end our show and with this
What
episode.
fun. Why is this not going back?
It will.
Is it still strange? What helium balloons did you all get, guys?
But thank you so much for this fun
Thank
episode.
you for having me.
It was such a great episode. It's a bang on perfect end for our show. And we hope to have you next season as well.
Yes, please.
Okay?
I'd love to.
Until then, guys, this is Nishad signing off.